So, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick
Storytime. My
rundown of
silent
my
family
story.
struggle with
What
schizophrenia.
happened with me and my son. So, my son was basically normal, as normal as any child could be. It was not until he got his heart broken by this little girl that the signs started to show. Now, y'all remember, I don't know, but traumatic events can sometimes trigger it. And so he met this girl, and I remember him coming and telling me, "Oh, Mama, I love it. Ain't nothing you can do about it." And I'm like, what is he talking about? That was the start to the change for me. The little girl would get in my window. Um, my son would defy me for this girl, but this girl had a lot of experience. It turns out her mom had kicked her out. They was telling me that the girl was living down the road, but she wasn't. She was sneaking in my house at night, and laying up with my son. And my son was in high school. It wasn't until like I would go and I would see chairs by the my son's bed. When I'd be like, "What the hell going on here?" Like I ain't know what the hell was going on. My son, my baby boy, was like telling me like, "Mama," telling me that he coming in. The girl was under the bed. I thought she was sneaking over, but I didn't know the girl was sneaking in there and sleeping the night. Okay, she was a very curvy young lady, boop 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 boop, all that back there, and she had a lot of years of experience. At the time, I had discovered that I had a stomach condition, and so I was on lenses, and one of her family members was one of the nurses that was taking care of me at the time, and she had met my son, and she told me, she said, "Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. When I seen your son, I knew my niece or my cousin, whatever, was gonna eat your son alive." Apparently, the girl was a man eater. Matter of fact, this girl was so terrible that after her and my son separated, she got into it at the bus terminal and somebody stabbed her in the damn head. She was that bad. Maybe that was her karma. I don't know. But anyway, she left my son because she met a man who offered her more. And he had a car and was able to take care of her. And so she left my son. My son was number 19. And that was his first true love. And it broke him. My son would get up and leave the house. I didn't know. People was telling me, "Shanice, I seen your son walking." He'd just be walking and gone. I didn't know his mind was gone. He was still doing the normal thing because at the time he was in college, he was still doing the normal things. But the thing about it is that his mind wasn't there. So at the school, he was accused of doing something to somebody. Like, as he said, he was trying to get the girl number. The girl said something else, and I knew that was a damn lie because my son ain't got to take nothing from nobody. Y'all know damn well that the easiest thing to get is cats. Okay? My son is very well built. I call him my little Kanye West. I always have because he's an intelligent child. He used to do music, talent shows, and things like that. And he actually used to. There was a guy that had a studio, and he gave him the incentive that if you have good grades, you can come and record. My son recorded a song at the age of 11 or 12, his little rap song. He did all these things. So when he got in trouble, his lawyer called me, and God bless her soul, she's been a blessing in this journey. She told me, she said, your son is schizophrenic. And at the time, I didn't know because, when they're illegally of 18 years age, you don't really have rights to them. You do, but they don't talk to you. They talk to the child. But this attorney that he had was a caring attorney. And I know this was another angel God sent on my path to help me through this journey. So once I knew what was going on, I was on board. Y'all know me. If you don't know me, you'll find out I'm a diligent person. I'm about family. So we went through the troubleshooting of getting him medicine. And I used to buy the little Sunday through, the little pill pop things that you put in there. And I would organize all his pills. And he would come to me and say, "Oh, Mama, my head hurt. Mama, this is happening. That's happening." So that didn't work. And then he had episodes, and his episodes were violent. Like, I was, "Oh, I'll kill you. I hate you, bitch." I was told that I'll unalive you so much that it was just like, I used to suffer in silence. That's why I said it's really very important for us to keep Miss Kayor in positive energy and sending her good vibes, because If Gucci didn't have her, we would not have Gucci, because it is a real battle. You understand? It's not a fake battle. And I don't know if y'all did the videos that looked at the video I did on Gucci, but one of the things I remember he said, he was raised, and one of his family members was biblical. And I think that was a blessing, because now he has blessings on him, and he has a blessing in his life. And I pray that my son meets a woman that has enough patience to care for him. But anyway, so, I used to go to work tired and shocked, because the episodes he would have, they, like she said, they say things you won't believe they say, they act out. He damaged my truck, damaged my daughter's bedroom window. She suffered a lot. She's okay now, but it was a big thing for us, because I had to choose between, I had a child that was still not of age, and she needed to get through school. So I had to protect her and also be able to be his mom too. I kept trying Baker Act and talking to them, and finally they gave him the shot. The shot was like, oh man, it was like, you know how you get that scene where the birds are chirping and things like that? That was what I had with the shot, because the shot regulated his bloodstream, and it's been heaven for me, because the pills was giving him headaches. He was coming to me talking about it, and my son loves me. Like, if I did not have him, because all of my kids mean something to me, because they're all 4 years apart, but he was the first one. I was 19. I didn't, but he's been the one that's grown up with me the most, and and so we as a family, we battle this together. He has a landlady that I'm grateful for, because when I say the episodes be real, they be real. When I can tell when he getting ready to have one, because he go to talking shit, everybody gets on his goddamn nerve, because he's a pleasant child. He's a pleasant boy. But when that alternate personality steps in, he can't stand nobody. Everybody gets on his nerves. He wants to fuck everybody up, and I have to be mindful of what my words are. But we have gotten to a point now when he's getting ready to do something, because my son will pack up, and he pays his own bills. He will pack up his house and leave. My son used to have tennis shoes, all the little G clothes, all that, fly, the gold teeth, all that. Honey, my son threw all of that away. All of it. Okay? He will do this, and he does this over and over and over. When he has his episodes, he throws everything away. But the landlord that I have, I know she's another angel sent on the path to help me, because she deals with people that's disabled. And with my son loves food. Like, he eats like there's no bottom to his stomach. Even though he told me now, he said, oh, Mom, I'm so glad I got my man body still. He getting a little belly on him now. But, like I said, we're on a okay right now. He has his days. He has his good days and bads. But we're very, I had to say it, codependent on each other, because I expect those phone calls, and sometimes I'll be tired, and sometimes I'll be drained, but that's my child, and I would not trade him for anybody. So I just wanted to say that this situation that she's facing is real. Nobody's out for money to do this, because Keisha has her own money. That's her man. And I pray my son finds a girl that has enough patience, that cares to see beyond that to who he is. So this is Baby Girl 411 signing off. I'm just sharing this with y'all. Yes, I deal with that in my own life. And we battle it together as a family. And I have a prayer
Thanks
strategy.
for tuning in.
I have a backbone in this God. He helps me. But it's been a battle. So check on your family members and stuff, and make sure they're okay. And I put the signs in them videos for what y'all to know, because in our community, I'm talking about the black one, it's a lot of undiagnosed people, but it's also in the world, because they like to self-medicate and get high and messed up. So this Baby Girl 411, I love y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll check in with y'all. Okay?